Well, hey there, sleepyheads. Today, you guessed it, we're talking about nappy time, boys. For real though, if by any means you've been having some issues and falling asleep, well then, this video should help. I got you guys, so sit back and relax, and let's do this. Now, out of the 25 tips to cover in this video, breathing will be the first. I'm particularly referring to the 4-7-8 breathing method that Dr. Andrew Weil coined several years back. The way that this breathing technique works is that you simply breathe in to the count of 4, hold to the count of 7, and breathe out gently to the count of 8. Dr. Weil recommends only doing this for about 4 breath cycles when you start out, but don't worry about extending it further if you feel it will help. Doing this in repetition will lower your heart rate and reduce immediate stress, while having a long-term benefit of potentially diminishing insomnia and anxiety. This is based on pranayama, which is an ancient Indian practice that means regulation of breath. I've been doing this for quite some time now, so I seriously believe that this will help you guys out if you give it a shot. Next, we have a meditation technique that you can try out called progressive muscle relaxation. Simply lie down in a comfortable position and concentrate on certain muscle groups as you work your way down through the body from head to toe. Make sure to breathe in and tense each body part as you go. Hold for a few seconds, then breathe out as you release the tension. For a less invasive method, simply do the same thing, but instead of tensing your muscles, try to relieve any stress that you feel in that area mentally. This is said to relieve headaches, high blood pressure, and even digestive disturbances. Over your body and over your soul, we're gonna take. If you find your mind constantly wandering without any hope of being able to simply relax and doze off with a clear mind, try boredom. You heard that right, folks. Thinking of something that straight up bores you to death will not only help you relax, but also keep your mind distracted from other thoughts that cause anxiety or depression. Boring topics to think of may include gas prices, traffic, the weather, box manufacturing, or a random car commercial you saw. Boredom is said to be linked to spur creativity, lessen stress, and create a general sense of happiness. This next tip is perfect if you find yourself particularly stressed after a rough day. If the events of the day keep you up at night, simply write them down. Doing so will help put into perspective the root cause of the stress, where you can then more easily diminish the negative feeling. I also recommend to rate your current happiness from a scale of -10 being the most unhappy state to +10 being the happiest. Numerically defining your current state of mind will aid in progressing this perspective and, again, help you to deal with the stress in your life. Having a smartphone is a gift and a curse, guys. As while it offers so many conveniences for us, it can also act as a complete inconvenience to your sleep. One method to help remove your phone as a distraction would be to throw it on airplane mode. That way, any notifications that you may receive will have to wait until you wake up the next morning. The next tip we have is to face your clock away from you in order to keep your mind off of the time and remove that stimulus from your line of sight. I also recommend to place your phone in a hard to reach space so that you don't find yourself easily reaching over to it in the middle of the night and even when you wake up. Now, stretching is a great way to reduce stress during the nighttime, as you regulate blood flow in the body and target tense muscle groups that have the power to keep you up at night. Doing this in repetition each night will help you to prevent injuries and get to know your body in a more in-depth way. Using essential oils like lavender oil has a psychological calming effect that can help you to relax and fall asleep fast as hell. Numerous studies have shown that essential oils have the ability to work as a remedy for mild insomnia. I also think that this helps keep your mind off of distracting thoughts, as the scent from the oil that you use acts as a stimulus to your sense of smell, making for a healthy, natural distraction as you doze off. One thing you can try out if you can't sleep is to read a book. If you don't have one to read right now, it's all good. The next tip should help, but just know that reading a page or two at night can not only improve cognitive function, but also keep your mind off of the more stressful events of the day and lower those cortisol levels. That's what it's all about anyways, right? I mean, aiming your focus towards something that really counts. In fact, making this a ritual at night has been shown to legitimately enhance sleep quality and consistency. Chamomile tea has been scientifically proven to help relieve the symptoms of generalized anxiety disorder, or GAD. Such symptoms include irritability, muscle tension, sleep disturbance, restlessness, and so on. Chamomile tea holds a fairly high concentration of glycine, which acts as a natural calming agent. Mixing honey with this tea will help to raise your insulin levels, subsequently allowing tryptophan to enter the brain more easily. Now, tryptophan works similar to how glycine does, so you'll have an even easier time getting to bed. One method to immediately help with restlessness is to take a hot bath or shower. The rapid increase in temperature will help your body relax, as it will also rapidly decrease in temperature soon after you take the shower or bath. This has been proven to act as a healthy means to calm the body down, particularly in moments of physical stress being prevalent. So this next tip ties in well with tip number 1 and 2, which is that general meditation and breath control should serve as a healthy means to falling asleep. The key for this tip, however, is to meditate in a way that suits you best. I really stand by this tip as it essentially entails that you listen to your body. Find out what physical or mental stressors are keeping you from a good night's rest, and meditate with the intention to remove said stressor. Honestly, guys, this isn't an overly complicated method of relaxing. In fact, it's as simple as finding a comfortable position as you lie down and then only tend to your body. If you prefer to be guided by a voice, I totally get that, and so I recommend using the Calm app. I've been using this app on and off for years now, and it has really proven itself as being a great free alternative to some of the more well-known meditation apps. So Julia Hurst coined this notion of the sleep paradox, which is where you try to stay awake after failing to get yourself to sleep. This doesn't mean to grab your phone and start listening to hardcore metal or anything. The best way to do this is to leave your eyes wide open and simply repeatedly think to yourself that you will stay awake. The brain is said to not process thoughts very obediently, so the act is interpreted as a means to fall asleep faster, making the eye muscles feel heavier as you doze off. Roll your eyes. That's right, roll your damn eyes. Not to this video, of course, but for the sake of going to sleep. Sammy Margot, the author of The Good Sleep Guide, suggests to do this as a direct reminder to the brain that this is what your eyes will normally do during sleep. As such, a potential release of the sleep hormone, melatonin, will be more prevalent. I really find this tip to be interesting because it's one of the sure exercises that each one of us enacts during sleep and can replicate on demand. You make me wanna be romantic. You make me wanna be a star. Now, before you try this next tip, try lying in bed for a little while longer without thinking about the time and see if you feel any different. If nothing seems to work, I suggest that you get out of bed for 10 minutes and do something that will help you get to bed. I say this because it feels like lying in bed for long periods of time without at all feeling tired just does more harm than good. That's why to move for a bit and get the blood flowing should help your mind realize how tired your body truly is. Your body temperature is very important here, and it could very well be the main reason that you're not getting to bed. Make sure that your room is nice and cool, guys. The optimal temperature for healthy, uninterrupted sleep is within the range of 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Temperatures above 75 degrees Fahrenheit or below 54 degrees Fahrenheit can serve to disrupt that wonderful beauty sleep of yours. So be wary of that, guys. While submerging your face in cold water for 30 seconds sounds insane, hear me out on this. Doing this actually sets off an involuntary bodily response called the mammalian dive reflex, which directly lowers your heart rate and blood pressure. This serves as one of the more invasive tips in this video, so if you have any heart issues, I would recommend to stay clear from this method. Activating the parasympathetic nervous system, or PNS, which is what this method does, is great for the sake of sleep, but if you have an already abnormally slow heart rate, use caution gas. Next, I recommend listening to some soothing music or white noise. Doing this has been scientifically proven to significantly reduce the stress hormone cortisol, as those feel-good hormones start working through the system, baby. I personally go to bed every night with a fan running on low, as it drowns out any noticeable distractions. You know, it acts as that white noise there. So that Calm app that I mentioned earlier has all kinds of beautiful nature soundtracks, including the sound of rain, which is my personal jam, dude. One way to distract yourself from all the stress that could be accumulating as you lie down is through thinking about your favorite environment. This could be any place spanning from a nice beach to a tropical forest. Honestly, any place you can imagine that calms you down personally is super important to establishing a healthy mindset for bed. For the 20th tip here, I wanted to go back to the physical environment that's right in front of you. Here, being aware of the level of darkness in the room is ideal to establishing the best sleeping environment. Even something as simple as light shining through the bottom of your door may act as a minor stimulus to your mind, keeping you up just a bit longer than you'd like. If you have a roommate who stays up late with the lights on, just ask them to go elsewhere if it's possible. I know how it feels to have a roommate like that, my dudes and dudettes, so you're not alone. Now, you can use acupressure for relaxation and a calm mood before bed. There are actually numerous spots to take advantage of on the body, but the ones I personally use the most include between the eyebrows, behind the ears, and at the wrists. Find one that suits you and simply start applying firm pressure for 15 to 20 seconds. Doing so will allow for the body to naturally decrease energy levels and help you relax. It's best to always make sure that your position in bed is optimal. One less than obvious way to be sure of this is by being aware as to the alignment of your pillow. I've found that also having a firm pillow to lie on is key to a good night's rest, but that is likely dependent on the person. Ultimately, it's all about having that spine properly aligned as you go to bed, as you don't want any physical stress keeping you up later on. Next, if all else fails, maybe it's just your eyes that need to be physically tired out. As crazy as it may sound, guys, try blinking a lot and see what it does for you. I find that blinking rapidly for about a minute gets my eyes to be tired as hell and my mood to be a bit more centered. Just like with the oils and our sense of smell, in this tip we're stimulating our sense of sight to distract us from any stressors. The added bonus is that by the end of the exercise you feel a bit more prepared for Dreamland Central. We talked earlier about the natural calming agent tryptophan that can be found as a consequence of the insulin spike that honey provides. Milk or soy milk for plant-based mother brothers like me can also bring up this chemical and help you sleep it up. Up to a glass before bed should be sufficient, but make sure not to have too much, as it might call for an unwanted midnight bathroom break. Lastly, make sure that if your feet are cold at night, to wear a pair of socks. I understand how it feels to have poor circulation in that area, so to regulate it with some nice warm socks is the way to go. This is again one more method that you can use not only to enhance the quality of your sleep, but also to reduce the time it takes to fall asleep. That'll be it for this video, guys. If you like what you saw, consider subscribing, my doodle-rinos. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Alright, I really hope this helps someone out there, as that's the reason this channel exists, man. I'll see you guys in the next video, and thanks for sticking around.